So the next thing I did was to, after inserting this, is to go ahead and turn this inside out. And make sure to line this up and even it up with a stitch. So this is the flap of the bag. So I'm gonna be stitching here on this stitch to guide me, so you know I have a straight look. And on the front here, I'll be stitching right below this stitch right here. I also want to line this seam up with the sides of the bag. So I just used a pin to secure that right there, so I have it evened up properly. And what I will use is a needle and thread to do that section of the bag. So I try to get the matching thread. And I start with the corner. Try to move that stitching down into the fabric. And you can pretty much start, you know, wherever you see fit. So when I'm stitching, I try to make sure that the thread is not showing above the fabric. It's hidden pretty much. So I try to put the needle in between the fabric. And not on top of the fabric like that. Not on top, but in between, on top here. And then secure it on the wool or yarn or whatever it is that you're going to be using. So what I've noticed sometimes that there may be gaps in between these areas here, and after completion of securing the lining, what I'll do is to, you know, go back after I'm all done and you know, just do a little better job of closing up those gaps. So as you can see, I'm going under this stitch so it doesn't, you know, show on top. The lining doesn't show on top, but it's under. And if you're using this heavy fabric to make your pocketbooks, just be mindful that it is a little bit tedious, you know, with putting a needle through it. So you want to be careful not to hurt yourself. So normally I just do like maybe 1 or 2 bags a day because it takes a toll on my fingers. But you know, you can always use a thimble, but I just feel like it's kind of awkward to do that. Okay, so that's the look. The idea is to make your thread not show up through the fabric. And you can always use another pin to hold this side too. You know, where it will be secure. So it'll be secure and not move. And so while you're sewing, you know, this is, while you're sewing, this part will be secure. Of course, you want to probably turn the pin the other way. So let me do that. You know, something like that. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and finish this, and I will show you the finished look. Oh, before I cut off, you do this all the way around until you get back to where you started on that side. And like I was saying, you want to use a stitch here to guide you so you get a straight lining on the inside. You can always use more pins to hold your lining in place. All right.